So we're going to be making hawthorn berry elixir. Cut up a few pieces of ginger root, put it in with the destemmed hawthorn berries. The hardest part about making this is just picking the berries. They come from the hawthorn tree. Haw means berry, thorn means, well, thorn. If you're lucky enough to have some apples, which often grow in the same conditions that hawthorns do, you can get yourself a couple apples, throw some of them in, You don't even have, because all this is going to be decanted, you don't even have to do what I'm doing here, except that I don't have a lot of room. So I'm just going to slice up a few apples. Maybe here's a pear from our land. Just whatever fruit you got, that looks okay. Just a little tiny bit. We'll stick a pear in there. Maybe take the seed out. Again, it's not absolutely essential. And let's put 2 cinnamon sticks, 1 on each side. And now for some people would argue the most important ingredient would be the brandy. Now I'm going to pour the brandy in first just to cover. However, I have one more ingredient, but I don't want to expose its aromaticity to the air until I have it ready to soak into the brandy, because that is the cardamom. Now both cardamom and cinnamon help the body to deal with the amount of sugar that is going to be in this thing, either in the form of raw honey or in the form of the sweetness that is already in brandy from the process, because brandy is a very sweet elixir to begin with, being made from fruit. So now what we've got here, 2 quarts. We're filling them up. What I'm going to do as soon as I cover the fruit is I'm going to be grinding cardamom, because as I said, cardamom and cinnamon are both helpful for the liver in processing sugar. And this is a very sweet elixir. You never want to drink very much of it. So now what I'm going to do, move that pear aside, and again, these, because they're going to be soaked, you don't have to break them up entirely, but enough so that their aromatic oils are exposed right into the alcohol. And that will just make a really delicious, get that. And now all we're going to add is just a tiny bit of honey. Why we add the honey? Oh, honey just makes things good. A little bit of honey there, a little bit of honey there, and that will be enough of everything. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to put the lid on. Now this doesn't have to be canned per se, because after all, it's pretty much pure alcohol. But what we are going to do, I'll demonstrate here. I'm just going to get that to shake around a little bit and just get all the ingredients mishmashed. It's kind of like putting a prayer into the hawthorn berries, and that's it. Here, let this sit for 3 months, and after the 3 months, we will indulge ourselves in little nips of this very healing potion.